Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In day 3 of our Ramadan episodes, we bring to your attention the best time to break your fasting, and that is as soon as the sun sets. You know why? Because with that there is a very precious attachment which was made by the Messenger of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him. He said, لا يزال الناس بخير ما عجلوا الفطرة. People will continue to be well, gain a lot of benefits as long as they hasten or hurry to break the fast. So we have to be mindful whenever that time comes, so that we attain the best from that precious deed of hastening or hurrying up to break the fast. We all need good things in our lives. Let's do that, and I believe they will come to us. Let's have our day 4 in the Ramadan episodes, and here we are going to look at breaking the fast for a Muslim or Muslims. When we talk of breaking one's fast, we bring that on board to show the doer, the initiator of this, the kind of reward he or she will attain. The Messenger of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, once said, من فطر صائما كان له مثل أجره غير أنه لا ينقص من أجر الصائم شيئا. Meaning, whoever breaks the fast for a fasting person will attain a reward similar to his or her reward, except that the reward of the fasting person will not be diminished, will not be reduced in the slightest. He or she will remain with a full reward, and you will also get an equal reward from that great act of breaking the fast for a fasting Muslim. That is why here I recommend to all those who are exempted from fasting, be it permanent or temporal, that is to say, the sick ones who are not able to fast, the pregnant women, or breastfeeding mothers who fear that if they fast, it might affect them or affect their children or their child. To the ladies or women in their menstruation periods or bloodshed after childbirth, I recommend breaking the fast for a fasting Muslim, that you make it a routine, so that however much you never fasted, you have a reward or rewards equal to those for those who fasted. And when it happens that you have a temporal exemption and you repay your debt, you will earn your reward too. Then the rewards you earned as you broke one's fast will also have been kept for you. So there you go. I also have a routine here that whenever time for breaking the fast comes or approaches, and I have what to break the fast with, but a Muslim brother or sister extends to me anything to break the fast, I prefer breaking my fast with what has been granted to me by a fellow Muslim. You know why? Because I want him or her to gain those rewards from me. I wish that to him or her the same way I wish it to myself. So let's take note of that. And in our day 5 of the same episodes, Ramadan episodes, we shall have a hint on what we term as sahur, or locally dako, the meal taken before one starts the journey of fasting in the morning. It is also important that we have it because there is a benefit attached to it. Amidst it being a way of making a fasting Muslim strong to manage the fasting due course the whole day, the Messenger of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Tasahharu fa inna fi sahuri barakah." Meaning, have sahur meals, any kind of meal, be it light or heavy, though I recommend a light meal, because a heavy meal in most cases brings more harm to a fasting Muslim than good. So the Prophet of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, said, have that meal before setting off your fasting, because in it are blessings attached. There are a lot of blessings attached to that meal, and we are all in need of blessings in our lives so that we live happily and family. And day 6 of our Ramadan episodes, we talk about extending the sahur meals to those who have no potential to extend them to their fate or to themselves. Yeah, we have to believe that we are not all equal when it comes to provisions. Some of us are higher via sustenances and provisions than others. So, as you have ease in providing sahur meals to yourself, also think of a brother, a sister who might fail to fast just because he or she has failed to get a sahur meal to make him or her strong to fast the whole day. And with that, you will again earn a reward for any particular good deed which that person will perform because of that meal you provided to him or her. You know why? It's because the Messenger of Allah said, Inna dalla ala al-khayri kafa'ilihi. Meaning, whoever directs or aids anyone to doing any good deed earns the same way the doer will earn. Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. So there you are. And lastly, day 7 of our Ramadan episodes, we shall talk of generosity. Generosity, being generous. This is an act which the Messenger of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, developed most whenever it came to the month of Ramadan. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma reported that كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أجود الناس وكان أجود ما يكون في رمضان. The Prophet of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, was the most generous human being ever, and he could be more generous whenever it came to the month of Ramadan. So please, generosity in the month of Ramadan is very vital. And when we talk of generosity, we mean things like helping those in need, making sadaqah, providing necessities to the sick, feeding the poor, widows, orphans, disabled, and providing them with basic needs. We also hinted onto providing sahur meals to those in need of it, who are not able to extend the sahur meals to themselves. We talked of breaking the fast of a fasting Muslim. These could be things which you could not visit any mosque amongst our mosques, except when you find a lot of things, a lot of meals, a lot of things to break the fasting with, because many or most of the Muslims are able to do that. It is not necessarily that you have to be rich to do that. Even the potentials you are having now, you can break the fast of a Muslim, 1, 2, 3, or a number of them. So we have to put our minds to that. We help others, because in one of the traditions, the Messenger of Allah, may his peace and blessings be upon him, said, Man yassara ala mu'sirin yassara Allahu alayhi fi dunya wal akhirah. Whoever makes things easy for someone in difficulty, Allah makes things easy for him or her in this world and the hereafter. Then in another tradition again, in another say of his, he said, Wallahu fi awni al-abdi ma kana al-abdu fi awni akhihi. Meaning, Allah helps a servant of his as long as this servant helps others. Let's gain generosity traits. Let's be generous. Let's open our hearts to generosity. Let's have that humanity within us, and I believe we shall attain a lot from it. Wait for us in episode 8 of our Ramadan episodes. Insha'Allah. Fassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
واسق حياتي قرآن